good at snowballing leads as Doran onto his Aatrox here. That is his attempted answer into the Rek'Sai. We've seen it before, and we're not super fans of the Aatrox in the early stages of the game, as now Peanut has been found by Ona. Does do a fair bit of work, but you can see Peanut looking for a little bit of a turnaround. When Becomes Lightning does come in, as Zeka will have the inside track here on this particular battle. Blast Cone comes on over, there's the flash forward, and Ona locks down First Blood. Immediately it is answered, and somehow it's in fact
there before he can react, but Ona's never going to mess that up.
Yep.
And he ends up getting First Blood, so really nicely played by him, all things considered.
See here, Carrier is hit by a rain of arrows, and I was just checking to see if Summoner Spells is okay. Peanut's coming on over. There's the flash forward as Carrier does so much damage. Peanut's burning down. It's a 1-for-1 once again, but I don't think Peanut was expecting to die so instantly.
Didn't have flash from the previous play.
Well, he is very dangerous with Spirit Rush available. There is an equalizer, and Zeka, he's down to 100 now underneath this turret. This is so dangerous. As now Carrier looks to come in. He is definitely... Never mind! The Fate's Call comes on down. Viper is burning, and Carrier is able to lock that one down. Zeka was free food there under the turret, and that's going to be lapped up by help out with these Ren stacks, as Owner should be able to deal with this. Is now Peanut going to get dove on, has to flash, get out of the way of the Rumble as soon as that first harpoon lands, especially with the fact that he has his Sork boots now completed.
Faster, maybe they make something of it as Viper.
Yep, he's going to have to walk down the red carpet. There's a flash in, as once again they've got Fate's Call, and so he can freely do this. The hook is going to go wide as Ona is once again back, and the Leap Strike will lock down the kill. And now Delight is trying to grab one back. Will be able to do so as Carrier will help grab some plate gold. Weaver's Wall going to come in as well as Zeka. He came from the other direction. That's absolutely insane.
Match that, or Faker in this case.
Dear.
Peanut stayed.
Yeah, Peanut, he's still here. Gumayushi's at full health. They're still going to go for this dive. Threaded Volley is fantastic. There's the seismic shove, and Peanut, he wasn't going to die to that.
No, there's like almost, I mean, there is literally nothing you can do in that situation.
Maybe just like regular walking, but no Callista really wants
Lights out. As whenever we peel up to here, I'm always like, is somebody hiding in the brush? We have all vision on.
Speaking of hiding, Charm is going to connect onto Peanut here, but the Weaver's Wall is going to come on down. Faker does get out of the way of the rocks, but he's just going to get taken out. The flash was already used, and he's just going to die. And now we're taxiing over to Gumayushi, who's also taking massive damage. Peanut locks that one down. It's a double as the bottom lane evaporates, and Ona is trying to get something back. Does take down the Varus, but the threaded volleys are chasing the Jax through. Still the empowered one not going to connect as Peanut flashing in. Okay, I'm not sure about that one, but the threaded volley will save him. And Viper just tearing apart this bottom lane.
But then Peanut,
and this is weird. But thankfully Zeka was there. Was almost a Leap Strike in power, and it was just doomed as okay, hook gonna connect onto Carrier once again. Chains of Corruption, pretty powerful as well, as they're now just right in the back of this pit. Peanut gonna be taken down first though, as Zeka comes on in finally. Carrier keeping himself alive for so long, but will finally go down. And it's a 2-for-1 again here for Harmer Life Esports, but Faker closing in. Gumayushi still here as well. Charm going to land, and Faker pops like a balloon. Delight has been a god today, and that's not going to end in this game. He has the Titan's Wrath and sort of re-engage. Speaking of re-engage, Shelly is still getting annoyed at Peanut, and is once again going to reset.
All the action here, we knew it was going to be a better Drake than Chemtech, but
all right, Carrier looking a bit scary. But yeah. Not too much else going to be found in the outer turret in mid lane. Will just
really flashy way to start off and guarantee they get this prio. No kills go over, but it's very successful. It's T1, there is no way they are going to be able to take this turret. They put only a small dent in it. The cross map, you could say, for the Dragon, especially the Rumble support who has to try to clear vision against Hanwha Life is never what you want to see.
Gold is going to go to the Nether, or to the Void, I guess. And inner turret is secured on this bottom side. That gold lead ballooning for Hanwha Life, now over 3,000. And Hanwha are just moving into their jungle. Okay, there's a seismic shove onto this Rek'Sai. Does try to get on top of Viper, but he's just not low enough. No execution available. Immediate teleport from Doran gets him towards his top side so that there is no cross-map play to be had. And man, Hanwha Life Esports came to play today.
And you can just feel the desperation out of T1.
Another one as the Q connecting. Carrier just going to get wiped out by Zeka on his Talia. That's starting to find the mark as the Weaver's Wall left a little to be desired. As Equalizer going to come down to protect the teleport. Still, Delight just straight up does not care about that one. Peanut also getting taken down relatively low, but that double knockup was too good! And now Faker is having to get out of there. It's not going to work out. Still, it's a fair bit of damage, but it is not enough. They are too strong. Still, into the backline goes Zeus. Zeka able to find a lot of damage onto the Rek'Sai, and he shouldn't be able to get out. Still, those couple of kills onto the bottom lane could be important to try and keep T1 in there. Still, it's going to be the ace. It has pretty much been and gone on this composition as far as needing to get advantages. Now still with this minion wave bearing down on the top inner turret, it is likely they're just going to be able to take this one. Equalizer does come on through, doesn't do a lot of damage to these minions as they're baroned up. And the flash out from Carrier as, all right, Doran, I'm not sure about this one, but still, he pops the World Ender. He's going to go down, but Carrier should follow suit. Zeus gets back underneath his turret. Faker is just in the side lane trying to get them whatever bounty gold they can find. And it's working, because the Baron power play has gone down.
Yeah, he is actually staying here as well. Zeka's going to come over to deal with him. Lethality Aatrox is no joke.
They might also be able to find themselves a dragon.
Yeah, they might be able to. Now,
okay, there's an interruption on Zeus. They're buying time to secure the dragon, which they are going to be able to do.
Yeah, at the cost of their inhibitor turret here, as Zeka is also pushing mid. One dragon here, if it was Infernal Soul, you'd feel pretty good about this. It's just really going to feel like bounty gold, and the threat of an Infernal Soul fight, Hanwha Life aren't really concerned about here in trade for inhibitor turrets. And a kill onto Zeus, as they're actually just going to get the whole inhibitor. T1 trying to set up the flank.
Yeah, Zeka in trouble. He's going to get charmed up. It's a lot of damage out from Faker as the flash has to be employed. Still, Hanwha Life Esports are continuing to push. This Nexus turret taken down to 50% health, and Weaver's Wall will get Zeka on over. So 5 members of Hanwha Life Esports now in position, but they do want to back away. Ryushi does get his shield broken. Qs are hitting their mark here from Viper, and they'll get themselves a Nexus turret and an inhibitor turret, and the inhib on the auto from Viper is so scary. Still, Equalizer does come down. Chains of Corruption go wide. But still, how did T1 approach? There's rocks on the ground. There is so much poke available here as well, and there's a hook that's going to connect. The charm lands onto Viper as Zeus gets into the backline as well, and Viper is going to be taken out. Delight is extraordinarily low. They take down the Rumble, but T1, this is the best fight they've had so far, and Gumayushi is still untouched. Doran trying to get some work done, but he goes all the way into the sky. Oh my god, never you mind, this Aatrox is too big, and he's just jumping all over the top of T1.
He missed a lot, but it doesn't matter. He's Lethality Aatrox, and he won't miss the autos. And once he gets on top of Guma, he takes him out there. Great fight for T1, all things considered. They thinned out the wave with the Equalizer. They focused down Delight, even with his arm guard there.
That's a lot of tunnels for Zeus here, as Doran, he doesn't quite have the longevity in these fights that Zeus has, but he does have a lot of minions inside the base.
And that last Nexus turret here gets very low with Carrier respawning. Even he is going to struggle to clear this one up. Down it goes. So now it's just an open Nexus.
Being completed. Cyrilda's now done as well, as now Hanwha Life Esports getting to work on this Baron. My god, it goes down so quickly. The wall is put in the way of T1, and there's nothing they can do about it. Hanwha Life now with another Baron ready to push down on an exposed Nexus, remember. Faker loses a third of his health bar just to one arrow. And doesn't find the charm, as Delight will find the hook onto the Rek'Sai. Not exactly an optimal target. And now Peanut, he's going in. Equalizer goes down. Crescent Guard, my god, this damage is disgusting! And Hanwha Life will just get rid of the bottom lane immediately. The knockup comes in, the prepared seismic shove. And yeah, that Void Rush not going to be enough to save the Rek'Sai this time. And Hanwha Life, a 3-0 over T1 in round 2 of playoffs. T1 will now have to face off against D+ Kia in the lower bracket.
A very, very decisive and one-sided series here.